short video on how to do the long tail cast on. The long tail cast on requires a long tail, which is why it's called the long tail cast on. So one of the things that you need to know is how much yarn you need in order to do this cast on. So the first thing you need to do is figure out how to estimate. You always want to have a bit of a tail left when you're done making your stitches so that you can weave in the end and get rid of it. So there's a couple of ways to estimate how much yarn you need to make the number of stitches that you want. One way is to know how many inches you need to make, and how many stitches you need to make that length of yarn. So if you know the number of inches, say you want to cast on 4 inches of stitches, you need to triple the amount of yarn in your tail. So that would mean that you would need 12 inches of yarn to do your long tail cast on. Another way to estimate the amount of yarn that you need is to take your yarn and wrap it around the needle for 10 times, which is about 10 stitches. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I need one more. Okay. So then you pull off and you have this amount of yarn that you need for 10 stitches. So if I want to cast on 20 stitches, I need twice as much yarn as I have pulled out here. So I would double that and start my cast on right here to make 20 stitches. Okay, so in this case, we're only going to do 10. So I'm just going to do about this many stitches, this far. And that's how we will start the cast on. To start the cast on, you start with a slip knot. Okay, like so. And then you put this on the needle so that, and tighten it up. And then you're going to do what they call a slingshot position. You want your yarn tail in front and the yarn coming from the ball and back. You're going to take your thumb and your forefinger and you're going to insert them and split the yarns apart and then pull them back like this. So you have what they call a slingshot. Okay, so that's how you begin your cast on. To start making stitches, you have your hands in the slingshot position. You take your needle under the yarn that goes around the thumb and over the yarn that goes around the forefinger, your index finger, and pull it tight. So you go under here, over there, let go of the yarn on your thumb and pull it tight. Under, over, slip, pull. 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 And I now have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 stitches. Okay. Magnifying that a little bit so you can see it a little bit closer. Here I have my yarn in the slingshot position. I'm going under this yarn, over that yarn, and pulling it tight. Under, over, slip off the thumb, and pull it tight. And you want to keep these stitches kind of even. as you put them on a needle. We have now 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12 stitches on the needle. And that's how you do the long tail cast on.